Hello. What's going on, man? Just to let y'all know, I'm getting this episode out pretty late, but I'm still committed to getting it out to y'all. So right now it's September 27th, 8:23 a.m. Eastern time, and I was supposed to have this out yesterday by 4 p.m. Yesterday was a very wild day, but that's no here there. The second part of this interview with Esther, called I Am. The second part of this, I think it just gets even better. It just gets so much better. So, this is Kanai with the Sanford podcast. Of course, we're doing this for the culture. This is a community for the thinkers, doers, the creators, and the entrepreneurs. I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. Let's go ahead and get into this intro.
Hey guys, you are now tuned in into the Sanford podcast for the culture. So I need you to stop scrolling, open up your eye, and tune in.
So as a generation, we have a short attention span.
Right, for things that don't interest us.
I think point blank period, we have a short. If it's not in our face, we're not thinking about it.
To each his own.
I'm so serious. If
All right.
not to how many people can be Lauryn Hill today?
No, that's a deep kind of focus right there.
But if we're talking about like artistry and like, okay, just focus.
That's different though. That's a level though.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Who can come? No, look, that's a good example.
Okay, right.
Who could be Lauryn Hill today though?
You. That's on you. I threw that question.
I understand what you mean though, in terms of are you equating this to a level of passion in terms of just being a truly gifted artist such as herself?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody on that kind of level.
Okay, then what would be like? I feel like we're just in a weird generation where you just have to come up. Like, think about before music came out, like maybe once a year, right? And then we gotten to the point where streaming is such a thing. So if you don't release something in like 3 months, even though it ruins it, like it takes me time for me to enjoy something. Mm-hmm. If you don't release it, then people are really like hopping to the next person or talking about the next person, which is cool. You don't always have to be relevant as an artist, but you do have to pay bills.
True. Very true. It's just like sometimes I feel like the antics is really unnecessary. I just want to see people go into a space of like, all right, they just put a lot more focus and energy into.
I feel like this is like some subliminal about Nicki Minaj, but we're not gonna.
No, you know what? Because we was talking about that the last time, was we?
No, that just with the.
No, that's what happened.
Cardi
recently.
B, yeah, Cardi and.
No, not even that. That's not what's distracting. I'm just like looking at the whole energy of hip hop right now, and it's like. It's too much fuck shit going on.
Hip hop is always.
And you know what's crazy?
Always.
I think people consume. I feel like people consume music and things like that. They consume it too quickly. Like they don't really get a chance to really enjoy it. Like listen to it a few times. They listen to it one time and they're already trying to blab about it on social media, acting like they really look down into the details of the lyrics. Like nigga, you're not a genius.
That's corny, but I love it.
Like, come on, like for real. It really makes it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And I think I had to like do an inventory of myself. Like, nah, I used to like really enjoy music. I'm moving too fast with this shit. I'm moving with this fuck shit. Nah, that's why I had to take a back pedal. I'm like, I'm listening to albums I had put in my Spotify list that I've like never just listened to. I just saved it in there. Like,
Do you feel like you can with all the like commentators and people are like, oh, this album's trash, blah blah blah. Like,
no, see, that's the thing. You can't keep them on your timeline. Your timeline has to be very specific.
okay,
You gotta keep them far the fuck away from your timeline. For real, for real. In fact, you may want to make a whole nother IG account for them, just to do the comments. Seriously, because they'll just start like, check this out. The album will drop at 12 a.m. 12:04. They got a full album review. What the fuck? This shit is about an hour and a half long, and y'all already got a full review at 12:04, and this shit just dropped at 12 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people are always going to have an opinion about something.
But yeah, you know, that's just some of the fuck shit I feel like just going on in hip hop, and it's just like, come on, let's get back to the passion of the art. Let's get back to
just hip hop. Just hip hop.
I want to hear some good R&B too. Some good R&B. I like lo-fi now. I started realizing I like a lot of different other music. SoundCloud has really broadened my world.
Wow, I've heard SoundCloud twice today. Maybe I should get on that.
Yeah, SoundCloud has really broadened my world because a lot of independent artists is really on there doing their thing. For real. Shout out to the independent artists that's doing their thing. For real, for real. But yeah, man, it's just some dope stuff. Oh yeah, so there's a special there's this whatchamacallit.
I wake up at 5 every day.
That's why you tired?
Yeah.
Working woman, man. Working woman.
I said I wake up. I don't get out of bed till 6.
Yeah, but whatchamacallit? How do you feel about black people in space?
In space?
Yeah.
Is this related to Elon Musk and like?
Yes, it is related to Elon Musk. But I just want to, before we get into Elon Musk, I want to ask you, how do you feel about black people being in space? What do you think that's going to be like?
It's a party. I support it.
Well, first and foremost, of course, we're going to turn up. You're going to have to.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to have to have at least a ship that's got to be the club. Like, yo, all right, we're going to go to ship 13 because that's where the club is at.
Remember the movie with the purple plane, Soul Plane or something?
Oh, yeah.
That is what black people, I think that should be like what should happen in
They should
space.
have a real airplane like that, though.
Okay, so
they need like a 747 for black people. That's a fact.
They have a purple plane called Wow, and every time they wear the purple. Like every time I'm on it, I'm like, is this like a spin off of Soul Plane? But
Oh, but you're gonna see it. They're gonna always, cause you know why? Cause that's just a classic. They're gonna bite off of that shit as much as possible. This is why I can't wait for them to drop the last Friday. That's gonna come out eventually.
Everyone's
very,
been
very,
talking
very
about
soon.
that, and I don't know.
You don't think so?
I feel like every reboot or like remake or like
It's not even a remake. It's just like the last of a series.
Expansion has been like trash.
So you think this is gonna be trash?
I'm hoping it
You know who's
doesn't.
gonna be in it? First of all, hold on. Do you even know who's gonna be in it?
I heard of it. I was like, I don't care because the other ones were good.
No. We gotta go down this
Friday
line
After
now.
Next, all of those are good, and I was like, you know what?
Have you seen all the Fridays?
I've watched all of them.
Okay, check this. Have you seen all the Fridays? Everybody who's in all the Fridays, you know, is going to be in the last Friday.
They're
Every
old
single
asses.
one of them. Every single one of them. Even Chris Tucker is coming. They're trying to get Chris Tucker to come back.
Whatever.
He come back, it's going to be super lit.
I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait a year to watch it.
Speaking of which, I heard him and Jackie's talking about Rush Hour 6.
I would watch it too because I love Jackie.
Yo, it would be funny though because they be some old ass niggas trying to do a drop kick or some try. I'm saying it would be mad funny though.
I would love it. Oh my gosh.
Because I seen Jackie in that movie called The Foreigner. He was serious.
But he's very.
No, it was a good film.
Yeah, he's very good at what he does.
It really is. Rumble in the Bronx.
Who? Me? You?
That was a classic.
I am you. No, you are me.
Everybody in the Bronx wanted to whip Jackie's ass. Rumble in the Bronx. That was Jackie trying to get the fuck out the Bronx.
I already made my comments about the Bronx earlier.
It's crazy because that's like, it is what it is, man. It's a good place. So, the Bronx has some good talent.
I'm not saying
Bronx got some good talent.
I'm not saying anything about the people in the Bronx. The Bronx is just far. No vehicle is far. I went there once. It took me 2 hours.
All the boroughs is dope.
That's debatable. All the boroughs
are dope.
Name all of them because I don't know.
You been to all the boroughs?
No, I haven't been to Staten Island.
How many boroughs do you think there is?
There's 5.
Somebody says 6. They'll argue 6. They'll try to argue and tell you that Long Island is its own borough, the 6th borough. Strong Island. That's a fact.
No. Who's arguing? Nobody's arguing that. No one's arguing.
What do you know I was going to argue that?
I'm not saying.
Pull up on somebody from Long Island. They're going to argue that.
I have a couple of friends.
They're going to say, I'm from Strong Island.
Long Island is part of Queens. First of all, Long Island is just its own thing.
Yes, it is.
I feel like South
Brooklyn, it's dope because Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island is all on the same landmass.
I know.
That's so dope.
Oh, yeah, it takes me an hour to get to Queens.
Queens is super big. Super big.
Yeah. I live in Jamaica where Trump lives.
Oh, so you Trump's next door neighbor?
No, but I went to see his old house.
Okay.
That man's family has money.
Yeah, but how do you feel like? Cause he's doing this like this passenger vehicle where he's flying people to the moon.
You know?
Yeah,
I know the man bought all the seats. I can't remember his name.
No. They already revealed the first passenger who's already bought the first seat. It's a guy.
That's
a Japanese guy.
He bought all the seats in the plane.
I know.
Right, and he's opening it to artists.
Exactly. I was going to bring that up. It's funny you brought that up.
You're a little slow to that. I read. You're a little slow to the party.
Nah, I found out about on YouTube. There's a channel I look at called Cold Fusion.
You consume a lot of content.
I consume a lot of content that deal with technology, science, that good stuff. That's why I like talking about tech.
Yeah, you're a tech junkie.
Yeah, I do like tech, man. I like to see more black faces in tech, man. That's one of my visions, man. I really want to see that. I just want to it needs to be really be out there.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what's up? This is my company.
It's coming.
This is an AR company.
It's coming.
What's up? Oh yeah, and we on the Robinhood app too. Go get that.
There's actually mentioning like things you like. So I like business. And there's this Instagram account called By the Block, and I love them.
I think I follow them.
I
follow them.
Yeah.
Their content is.
Every time I look, I'm like, what am I doing in my life? Oh, we need to own Brooklyn. You talking about owning? We need to own land so much.
This is it right here,
mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, yo. Everybody definitely, they don't know I'm giving them a shout out. Shoot, listen, okay, I mean, follow the guy. Go ahead and follow By the Block. Follow By the Block. Definitely follow them. I'm looking through their account right now. It's good.
Can't believe we made it.
So yeah, so when you gonna release another part of your series?
When I find the external hard drive where all of them are stored. I don't know. Lately, you
may need to go back to the drawing board.
I know.
Because you can't wait on that hard drive.
I know.
Time waits for no one.
I know. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I am. I left it vague.
It's very you have to understand like those words can make or break somebody's life.
I would hope it makes.
That, you know why? Because like that's those words is like a form of a spell, so to say. It's a form of a spell because like whatever you attach to those words, that's what you can become, or that's what you will believe about yourself, especially if you don't even say it out loud. Even if you don't say it out loud and you're saying yourself soundly, you're still repeating it over and over and over again, and that becomes your everyday belief.
That's an interesting way of interpreting it. I think that's why I like art. You just put it out there and people just... That's very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I like that interpretation. I'll keep that in the back of my head. It's good that I left it vague. So, like, not to even get on the religious side, there's multitude of reasons.
No. Go on.
I am.
Yeah.
It's like a wing of like God, because he is like right. I am, and I didn't attach anything to it because, like I was saying, like people, cultures, people, nobody's really monolithic. Like nobody's like, I'm this one thing, right? You're right. People like, okay, I'm straight, cool. You're black. Like there's these series of different things that make you who you are. And you can attach whatever. I don't look if you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, I hate this. That's cool, but like at the end of the day, it's I, right?
Right.
It's not. I never said you. And that's the funny thing. Like every time you say it, it's I. So it's in place of me, it's you. So it's coming. Eventually.
It's funny. There's something I read a long time ago. It's like a series of like letters. It's like a series of letters, and it starts off with "I am," though, right? But it's by a group called the Three Initiates.
Oh.
You ever get a chance, you should try to look that up and check that out. But it's very deep, and it's like. It's powerful stuff, but it's like powerful information that you're putting yourself under a spell of. It's just check it out. That's the impression I got of it, because it's like very deep. It's very deep. It pulls you into like very deep thinking as you read each line. It's like, and it keeps going deeper and deeper. And like, yo, what the?
Wow. I'm gonna read that. Add that to my reading list.
So
I also want to include the vision for this. I don't even want to talk too much because then like you guys are gonna hold me accountable.
Listen, that's the best way to be held accountable. What were you about to say though?
I want to include. It is I am, but I've always wanted to include, because I've had this idea in my head for like I think a couple years now. Include other people, because one of my favorite phrases is unjamba, which means I am because you are, and you are because I am. So it works inversely, and like including other people. Like people say you are the closest 5 people, but like who the people you interact with, or the people you talk to, or you see reflections of yourself in other people, or you just like people, humanity and self. Like, so I am human, like part of that, like just representation overall. I'm so big on representation in visual arts because it's necessary.
But you know what, let me ask you something. It's funny you said that, right? Because I wanted to add on a thought to something that you had said. You said something about, us being a reflection of the 5 people that we keep surrounding around us, right? Now, because it seems like, nowadays people do have friends, but I also notice that there are a lot of people who seem to be very isolated, and all they do is stay glued to their phone. Their head's always in their screen. You feel what I'm saying? We know the type, so, I do it myself sometimes. But for the most part, what I could say is that, because they always got their attention in social media, they're always looking at probably like the top 5 people that they always consuming certain content from. So it's like, are you looking at these people because, there's something relatable about them, or is there something in them that you see that you want to become, or, are they giving you a new definition to what success means, or are they giving you a different perspective on what art could be? So I don't know if we can like make the equation or something parallel to like, in physical terms, like, yeah, you are the reflection of 5 people you keep. Could we say the same thing for, for people who stay, glued to the digital world? You are the reflection of 5 people you consume the most content from. That's
an interesting, yeah, we gotta think about that. Wow. But I think even so, you wouldn't be, like, I think that's the funny thing. Like, people, like, I might be consuming someone on social media, but I think people need to understand it's what you want people to perceive, right? What you want people to, and you don't know how hard someone was working on that other side of the phone. So while you're glued to your phone, someone's up doing work.
Right.
So you're
That's
not
true.
You're not doing, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing work, but they're doing work. So like you don't have the attribute of being hardworking.
True.
So I feel like, yeah, there are cases of isolations, but I would still say like If you talk to your mama every day, then that's one of your 5 people. If you talk to your dad, if you talk to your dog, I'm sorry, your dog is one of your 5 people. Like, who do you actually physically talk to, or who do you like?
It's funny you say that, because I think to this very day, even though, people may look like the way they still be looking like, I still feel like there's certain people that's still getting catfished. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, because... people may portray this, like, okay, I be over here, I be over here, and I be over here. And they even try to make it look like, they may be living a certain kind of specific kind of lifestyle. Like they got the lavish, apartment and this and that and the third. But, when you pull up on them and you see that, they living out something a little bit more crazy, you realize, you got catfished. And not because she tried playing the games or he played any games based upon his appearance. No, you got catfished in the sense of you thought they were living this specific kind of lifestyle.
That's not that bad. I'm gonna throw some guys under the bus. Guys do that all the time.
That's very true.
All the time.
That's very true.
Now we're just seeing the physical. Like, we act like guys don't be like.
But do you think do you think there's a percentage, like who do you like? Of course, this is gonna be a question that's gonna come up, so I might as well just throw the question out there on the table now. Who do you think has a higher percentage? Or do you feel like females is doing this more, or the guys just doing this more? Like, let's really talk about it.
If we're talking about social media, I feel like just based
who's
on
really catfishing out here.
Just because you guys call it something different don't mean you guys don't do it.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course.
I don't think it's catfishing. I think it's presenting yourself in your best light. Right? When we're talking about branding, if you want someone to perceive you as well-traveled and have blah, 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 and like, you're going to post pictures of you traveling. Is that catfishing? Am I traveling? Am I hopping on a plane?
No. I know what you're saying, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
But if I'm in a fancy hotel, like stunting like it's mine.
No, the listeners know what I'm talking about right now. They know what I'm talking about. I understand your perspective.
But
you know what I'm talking about. Oh, they giving you the impression that they live this kind of lifestyle.
But that's the implication you came up with. You assumed.
It's not an implication. This is real
assumed.
Shit.
You said that's the perception. This shit happens
every day.
You assumed.
You probably got catfished 3 times this weekend. Didn't even realize it.
I'm sorry. I don't do social media.
You probably got catfished 3 times this weekend.
I need to meet you in person. I don't do no Tinder, none of that. I need to see you.
Speaking of which, how do you feel about that? That like these dating apps, how they're like.
It helps some people. Some people are happily married and all that.
People really like. Yeah. People really run to that. Like.
It's you talking about tech? That's the new. It's just tech, not for me.
Exactly. But see, hold on. You have tech. There's a good side to everything. There's a bad side. It's all about polarity.
Do you think it's bad? Like,
tech is gonna have a bad side to it. Of course. Oh
no. I'm talking about these dating apps.
Oh yeah, because you know why? Because some of these dating apps may not be doing the proper screening.
When I meet someone on the street, am I doing a screening of them? Am I like, here, give me your background report?
No, of course not.
Okay,
of course not. But
it's
different because you're not going to rush into the things too fast, depending on the kind of woman you are or the kind of man you are. You're not going to rush. If you have morals, you're not going to rush in.
But why are you rushing to things just because it's on the app? Oh my gosh, he swiped right.
Because it's not in the physical. But
then you get into the physical. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense.
But that has to be a process alone itself, right?
Hey, come over. That's the process.
It depends on what type of time you're on.
Okay. All right.
So, I don't know what to say. But yeah, man. So what other upcoming?
You've been catfished. That's what that shit.
No. Well, I probably have. I probably
you getting some shit off his chest.
Nah, I just know that this shit is real. I like looking at things from a very different, perspective. So, not even perspective. I just be thinking about certain things. I don't know. I just be thinking.
Yeah. I've been drinking.
But yeah, so but yeah, I just feel like.
Have you ever felt like your head is too heavy? I'm not high, guys, but like my head feels like.
It depends on if you have a lot on your mind too. I realize when I have a lot on my mind, my head feels extra heavy. It's already big as it is. My head's already big as it is, but I feel like it gets extra heavy when I have a lot on my mind. I really do. Sometimes it just really leans.
I feel like my head is heavy. Oh my gosh. Like, how does my neck support my head? Anyways, that's.
But besides is there any other projects you're working on right now? Is there anything you excited that's upcoming, or
Maybe I want to revive this book.
what book is this?
The one I'm writing.
Tell us about this book. For those who don't know, I write myself quite a bit, but no, tell me about this book. I love writing.
I have like 2 minutes. Okay. The book is about, like, I feel like I don't fit in. So I'm a Nigerian, a first generation African American, and I feel like I don't fit in American culture, but I don't fit in Nigerian specifically. I don't want to say African, in Nigerian culture either. Like, I'm in this gray zone. Mm-hmm. This is what the book, I'm in this gray zone where it's like, I'm not African enough and I'm not American enough because have to like I didn't have like a Black Thanksgiving till like maybe 4 years ago, like whole big mac and cheese and like I'm like y'all throw it down like that. That wasn't my experience of like a lot of things, and like right. you look at me and like, yeah, you're a Black female, but like my experiences are very much based in like I grew up, like, my mom speaks the native, like, all that.
Right.
But at the same time, when I try to, like, I hesitate to speak. And it's just that process of, like, that in-between gray zone where you just don't feel like you belong and you're trying to, like, rediscover. Being a first generation, anything is hard, but navigating the path. Like, do I even want to stay here? Do I want to stay in America? Like, I have my immediate family here, but when we talk about, like, roots and stuff, my family isn't based here. So, like, I can literally leave and be, like, would I be okay with that? Mm-hmm. Because my reality isn't, like, I didn't live there. I lived there for a little, like, primary school, which is, like, elementary school. But, like, my reality is such a unique and different one. But it's common to a lot of first generations or, like, Africans who move here and go through, like, oh, African booty structure or, like, oh, hey, you're African, blah, blah, blah. And, like, now it's cool to be African, but there's still things within itself. There's still conversations that we don't, like, Black people and African people don't have. And it's just a weird space. And that's what the book would be about, and the different journeys, like me feeling too Black. And, like my mom is on the lighter side, and my uncles are on the lighter side. My father is dark. And I was, like, lighter when I was growing up, but I was like, man, I spent way too much time in the sun. And that shift, it's just, that's what the book would be about if I wrote it. It's written. I think let me find it. Let's see if I find it. If I find it, I'll read, like, the first line.
Yeah, this book sounds good. Please. Oh, and I'm gonna keep y'all all informed too. Just follow Sanford podcast, and I'll keep y'all informed about when she releases that project. Definitely.
Okay, the first line says that I don't want to release the title because I don't want anyone to steal it. But it says, the dichotomy of my identity is something I've struggled with for a long time. That's it. That's the first line.
That's the first line?
Yeah. The dichotomy of my identity is something I've struggled with for a long time.
What inspired that first line? Why do you remember what you was feeling at that time when you wrote it?
I can read you the first paragraph. It says, I know most people struggle with their sense of self, but this is slightly different or maybe similar. Being who I am, where I am, makes me constantly question where I'm going and whether or not I'm good enough to get there. It appears that I'm chasing those sweet fantasies or dreams of empty desires, yet what happens when you're stuck? What happens when what made you great is a very thing that hinders your possibility to achieve those things that would make you make who you are in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. If it gets written.
What do you mean if it gets written? Why do you?
Because it's such a sensitive topic. We're talking about. I'm talking about myself.
Right. No, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in a sense, do you feel like this is therapeutic for you as well? Because you're rumbling in certain in certain corners within yourself that are gonna arise certain kind of feelings. So
I haven't gotten to the therapy part yet.
No. I mean, like, do you feel like the whole just you releasing this it's therapeutic in its own. Like, you know, it's a good release for you. Like, I'm glad I got that off my chest. I wrote that at least, despite that, you know, there's so much more to say.
I think it's always gonna be on my mind. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's always gonna be on my mind.
All right, and you know, you're gonna heal. You know, you're gonna heal, and things are going to get better. So
Maybe there's nothing to heal from.
No, but you know what? Listen, that's true. I guess, you know, in the sense of however you look at it, you know. But
Yeah.
everybody has, you know, their quarrels, their, you know, their hump, you know, their hurdles. Like, it's just one of them things that just comes like attached to the price tag of life, unfortunately. And it's like, you know, we got to take that with the contract. It's just
Yeah.
it is what it is. And if we decide that, you know, we're gonna let it plummet us into a ground, and, you know, we're gonna feel how we're gonna feel about it, we can't really grow from it.
You're right.
So, you know, when you're ready for it, you know, like, all right, I'm ready to, you know, deal with this. It's a civil war, so, you know, it's something innate.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So it's all good. Everybody fights their battles the way they fight them.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but yeah, other than that, man, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you again for coming on this episode, Esther, and sitting in. And this is Kanai with the Sanford Podcast for the Culture, and we out.
Bye. My head wrap messed up. That was cool.
You okay?
Cool. Yeah. It's so weird because I wanted to create today.
You said it's so weird because you want